much more exponentially effective it is. But we'll get to that in a second. So last week, this is scary, again, Australia. Premier Daniel Andrews gave these words of hope. Be not afraid, for he brings tidings of great joy to the people of Australia.
So first of all, I can announce that by Friday the 15th of October, every single authorised worker that is on that authorised worker list, whether they be in Melbourne or in regional Victoria, will need to have had at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. That is, if they want to continue working.
If there's people that don't want this mandatory vaccine, how do we manage it?
Well, then they won't be going to work.
Nazi fags.
Okay. It's very, very simple. It's very simple. We want to open the place up. I'm not taking lectures on freedom from people who will hold all of us back. Right? We want to be free. We're going to be free. We're going to be open.
Isn't
and the
that
key to
getting
that is getting these vaccination numbers
really similar to the
and
Jews
up and up. We're going to have a vaccinated economy, and we're going to lock some people out, because that is far better than locking everybody down.
Okay, a couple of things. First off, there are some assumptions there that are clearly incorrect. That lockdowns work. The WHO said they don't work. The data sets show that they absolutely do not work. I'm not saying that not locking down shows guaranteed better outcomes, but lockdowns certainly don't. Let's be very clear about that. So that assumption is, well, of course, our only option is the lockdown or removal of people's freedoms.
Right.
That's what he's saying. And he says, I'm not going to hear about freedom from people who are removing freedom for the. That's very similar to what they did with the Jews. Now, I'm not saying gassing the Jews. What I'm saying is the lead up, which is we don't want to hear complaints about Germany from the people who are the ones destroying the economy in Germany.
Exactly.
These people are responsible for it. I don't want to hear about freedom from the people who are responsible for all of you removing your freedoms. Boy, is that scary.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if I want to hear a conversation about freedom that starts authorized workers.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? That means there's a list of people that the government arbitrarily says cannot work. Period.
I think that you'll find the answers are satisfactory in the script for Black Mirror episode. Government here in the United States for the tyranny that is going on in Australia. You don't need a conspiracy. You don't need.
Not willingly.
You're not going to work in this particular agency. If not, for one reason.
Dr. Fauci, one of the highest paid government officials who's been completely unelected, has a very similar assessment.
There are a number of people, for one reason or other, who just do not want to comply and get vaccinated. We've got to get them vaccinated. And hopefully they will do it willingly. If not, there will have to be things that will essentially put pressure on them, such as you're not going to work in this particular agency
then don't
or institution.
Use the word willingly.
You're not going to be able
That's
to go
irrelevant.
to this college or this university unless, in fact,
we're not
you
allowed
get
to
vaccinated.
do stuff.
And I believe that
That's
once
freedom,
we
right?
start doing that,
choice.
You will see more and more people willingly get vaccinated.
Not willingly. It's not willingly. If we take away their job and ability to
Yes.
ability
If
to
we
make a
beat
living.
them with a billy club, then they will say, please, give me the shot.
It's the guy that disciplines his children like, Tommy, I would really like to see you willingly clean your room. Otherwise, Rex is going to be put in the apartment incinerator. So I hope you willingly clean your room.
He willingly took the vaccine after his head was in the vice and we popped his eye out.
Yeah,
You made me pop your eye out for that guy?
For that guy, you made me pop your eye out for Fauci.
Yeah, exactly. Willingly. I want to hear. I want to hear. Someone needs to ask Fauci. Well, what do you define as liberties? What do you define as something upon which you cannot encroach?
Liberties are something he takes every time he speaks.
Right. Yes. Exactly. True. But the good thing is, you know what? They don't agree on everything.